Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. 4 on the clock. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Holiday. Passed the ball. Tipped away. Fast break Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Finney-Smith. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now, here's Ball. 26 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Now here's Hardaway. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Hardaway against Holiday. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Ball finds Holiday. Ingram outside. Looking to end the run. That shot no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Over Ball. Pass to Finney-Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Let's look at the stats for Drew Holiday. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 21 points per game last year, 7 assists and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Now here's Favors. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. From deep three-point range, and it's Ingram missing.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Doncic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. The pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Ball. Hardaway, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Now here's Doncic following the shot by Drew Holiday.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Now here's Doncic. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Holiday. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
Doncic against Ball. Doncic bounce pass. Here's Kleba. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Passes it to Favors. The dish now to Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The fadeaway. Again, the Mavericks score.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Favors. He dishes it to Holiday. He kicks it to Ball. It's good from long range.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic feeling it out. Hardaway finds Doncic. The three.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Ingram passes the ball. Floats one up. And a miss there on the triple.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Hardaway. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Ball. 8-point game. On the wing, Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Misses the wing J.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Finney-Smith shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The starting gate opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
Yeah, what's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And he can't hit the second.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Now, Doncic, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And Brent, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's the quickness of ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
To the left side wing. Ball with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pelicans. Right against Redick. Dallas moving it around. Doncic, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Hart. 11 points last game. That's tipped. Right with it. Now guarded by Redick. Right, left side. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Redick. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 7. Outside, Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
The quick release of J.J. Redick, expecting the pass, and the defense can't react to that kind of shot.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Porzingis is checked in for Justin Jackson. And then for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram comes in for Williamson. And it's Holiday in for Ball.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And the first one drops. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Here's Melly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Holiday with it. Clock at 6. Here's Ingram. Not going to go that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Fires the 3. Doncic, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Redick kicks to Ingram. Outside Holiday. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Ball stolen. Here's Ingram. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Courtney Lee.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts. The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes, but whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Wright. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Moore's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Lee outside. Pass to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. Hart the pass to Ingram. Back to Hart from downtown. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Redick for 3, drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 5 now. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They're back, Ball and Redick. Williamson out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Hardaway dishes to Wright, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Wright, the pass to Lee. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here is Ball. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Kleba. Passes it to Hardaway. From deep. The shot that time not on target. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Hart the pass to Williamson. Over Hardaway. And that one's good. Williamson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Pass to Wright. Poke loose. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kleba with the bucket. Pelicans trail by 3. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Williamson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
That free throw good from Williamson. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
And here is Wright after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And the pass to Ball. Plenty of space. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Lee dishes to Wright. Pass to Kleba. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Wright. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup, the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lee with the steal. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Redick. Here's Hart. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hart's got the game tied up here for New Orleans. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Timeout.
And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Lee. And Doncic is subbed in for DeLon Wright. The Pelicans also changing it up. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. It's good. Doncic has got 15. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ingram outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation. And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Ingram. Hardaway, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now Hardaway following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. In the corner, it's Kleba. Got a piece of it.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Williamson. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Passes to Favors. Now Ball. 9 points in the game so far. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. No good on that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ball kicks to Hart. Hardaway against Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Outside Hardaway. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there, probably until the 3rd quarter.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Morris checked in for Lonzo Ball. By himself, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Over to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, this is where his perimeter game just becomes dangerous for the opposition. Your defense extends out, and he can still bury those shots.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. When certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought 2 ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys. And it's guys like Kawhi Leonard. It's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball. Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Doncic. He's got 18. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer right. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here is Holiday. He has 7. Moore with it. Back to Holiday. Good on the 3-point shot. Holiday's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Right, the pass to Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 20 points. Here's Holiday. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim. Now
here's Favors. Ingram finds Favors. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Holiday against Doncic. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Porzingis. 10 points for him. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for DeLon Wright. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
On defense, the Pelicans. It's a three-point game.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Both free throws good from Doncic. Here's Holiday. 10 points for him. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Moore passes to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. And Moore kicks to Ingram. They can't stop the run with that one. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And we're seeing there's a certain it factor for Luka Doncic. His supreme confidence in himself, the terrific floor leader, he's turned a lot of people into believers in a very short time.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Ball against Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Favors. Shoots the 3.
On the backside, Porzingis is staying very aware and alert, keeping those big hands moving.
Here's Finney-Smith, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Finney-Smith's got the first bucket of the third here for Dallas. Pelicans trail by 8. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Kicks it to Ingram. Knocked away. Here's Ball. Porzingis with the block. They recover it, and there it is for him. And 12 points for Zion Williamson. Dallas has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
The first free throw is good.
But Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Holiday. Off target from outside.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And so here is New Orleans following the score by Dallas. Doncic against Ingram. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Ball, the pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, Dallas. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Ball. Right through the D for the layup. Ball's got 11.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Ball. Holiday trying to free himself up. Knocks down the 3 ball. 14 points for Lonzo Ball. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
The first one falls. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Ingram. Porzingis with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Doncic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
That free throw good from Doncic. And here is Ball. He's got 14. Outside Holiday. This one for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his fourth assist in this one. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Over Williamson. Doncic, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Trailing by 10. It's good on the putback. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The pass to Kleba. Out to Doncic. Ingram comes with the double team. Dallas again missing. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Ball. Off target at the rim.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Holiday. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Misses the three.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining. He's extremely productive.
Now, here's Doncic. And he has 28 points for the game. Porzingis looking it over. Here's Finney-Smith.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Here's Ball. He's got 14. Outside Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's the teardrop. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
The Mavericks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr., how he performed last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now, here's Doncic, and he has 28 points for the game. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Ball, the pass to Favors. Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. On the free throw, no good.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. The 10-footer. Good on the shot. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's more. Porzingis with the block. Doncic outside. They double him with Williamson. Down low, picked off in midair. Moore passes to Hart to stop the run, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart, won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. The Pelicans also changing it up. Ingram, he's checked in for Williamson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Moore. And so he hits both. Dallas leading by 11. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Dishes to Wright. 5 on the clock. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Shoots over Redick. Marjanovic, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
For New Orleans, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Back to Doncic. And Ball comes to help. A wide open look here for Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 13. Ball, the pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Redick. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Lee's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a change for the Pelicans. Moore's checked in.
1 shot.
Well, the former Dookie, J.J. Redick, has carved out an incredible role as one of the league's most deadly shooters.
Lee outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Lee. Dallas moving it around. Ball, the pass to Moore. Redick trying to get open. No good from Moore. Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Doncic. And it's Melly with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Out to the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And Redick kicks to Moore. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
No good on that one. 55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not two. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
Now here's Lee. Here's Doncic. And that one drops.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Pelicans trail by 11. Moore passes to Melly. Back to Moore. Hardaway with the steal. Pulls it up. They get it again. Here's Marjanovic. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the closer Porzingis gets to the basket, the more aggressive he becomes, and for good reason. He's going to get fouled.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Moore against Lee. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Melly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Favors.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Melly in at the 5. Lee outside. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Redick's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the dish to Holiday. Now Ingram. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Ingram. Dallas leading by 10. And Wright kicks to Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Lee passes to Hardaway. Back to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Wright against Holiday. The pass to Williamson. Porzingis with the block. Wright outside. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Back to Porzingis. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Wright for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wright's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Now Wright following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. And Wright, here we go. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Porzingis. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Inside. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Williamson.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Wright. Passes it to Kleba. Here's Lee. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot for 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New Orleans. Right, the pass to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. The rebound by Holiday. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
And the first one drops.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover. And Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
That one misses. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far beyond.
And that one misses.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
And he's good on the second. Dallas leading by 8. Now here's Wright. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. So he gets them both. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Melly. Hits the three-point bomb. Melly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Right outside. And so it's Dallas with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Now here is Hardaway, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Hardaway with it to the paint. Lee kicks to Marjanovic. 5 on the clock. Hardaway from outside drops in the tray.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Lee, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for J.J. Redick. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that. but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Now here's Ingram. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to Hart. Ingram outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right outside. Fires from deep. A second chance effort. Marjanovic. And the rejection by Favors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Doncic. And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 10-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Hart the pass to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his fifth foul.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
On defense, the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram.
Really got to give props to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in his path.
White, the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Some solid defense from Ingram. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 6. Doncic against Favors. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw good from Doncic. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 7. To the inside. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Ingram. And it's now 23 points for Zion Williamson. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis. He's covered by Ingram. Right outside. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Dallas leading by 5. Poked away. Wright looking around. Here's Finney-Smith. Hits it from three-point range. Finney-Smith's got 20.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's good. And it's now 22 points for Drew Holiday.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Wright. Just 5 to shoot. Pelicans pull it in. Favors got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Double team on Holiday. At the elbow, Williamson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Doncic. That one misses. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And the dunk by Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 4. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Morris checked in for New Orleans. Hardaway against Holiday. Doncic outside. 1:46 left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And here is Doncic. And it's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
Doncic. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Moore against Hardaway. It drops.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 3. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jackson, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Holiday against Hardaway. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Porzingis with the block. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Holiday.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And the Pelicans making a change here. The clutch free throw.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. The Mavericks with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Hardaway. From past the arc. Bullseye!
That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Redick for 3. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's the Mavericks to start out. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Redick in at the point. Now Ingram following the Porzingis miss from deep. Over Hardaway. Again, the Pelicans score.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Redick. There's the 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's. Now the pass to Holiday. Ingram outside. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now, here's Doncic. And right through it goes. Doncic has got 41.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Favors. And so Favors nails both of them. Here's Doncic. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now Ingram. Back to Redick. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Oh, Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 43 points.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Outside Holiday. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:53 left to play in the first overtime. Redick against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. Floats one. And there's Williamson on the assist by Holiday. Williamson's got 27.
Pinpoint pass from Holiday leading to the field goal. He always keeps his head up off the pick and roll for chances like that.
Here's Doncic. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Holiday with it. Hardaway picks him up. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 24.
And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
On the wing, Doncic. A shot off that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Hart the pass to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Free throw good from Williamson.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 1. There's 39 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1, we'll see if they try it.
Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Count it!
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 2. 30 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Timeout, timeout.
Right, he's checked in for Dallas. And here are the Mavericks now. A 2-point game. Passes to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So Dallas will get the first possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Giroux, congrats on the win. Everything seemed to start working in the second half. What changed for you?
I think we just picked it up in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were kind of there the whole time, but in the fourth quarter, we really, rev it up.
Great to see you back on the court, Giroux. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.